好啦，咁啊嚟到 This Two 啊，咁啊亦都係 Metal Gear 臨尾嗰1/3嘅部分啦。咁我哋就要去搗破佢嘅基地嘅，刪咗部 Metal Gear 嘅。咁我哋要經過咧熔岩啦，咁啊要將呢啲外視嘅機關咧就除咗佢嘅。因為呢個機關好煩嘅，你唔除咗佢咧，佢會有時會撞到落街。呢個唔係好得，會打爛嚿鐵板。個鐵板，咁咧就可以喺埲牆度咧就透過埲牆嗰個位咧就攝過去對面啦。呢度亦都係成隻 game 裏邊，我覺得都幾危險嘅地方啊！如果中途你過緊嗰陣時，有人喺對面射你一槍咧，你直接跌落熔岩噶啦。同埋我都要好小心撳實個掣啊！如果個掣一陣間鬆咗啊，有啲咩行差踏錯就瀨嘢噶啦。好，咁啊順利嘅呢度，然之後從尾去兜截啲士兵。屌，呢度高低差打唔到，又響一次警鐘。哇！喺上面見到，匿入去先。佢好遠已經開定槍啦。咁啊，去到呢個蒸氣室咧，其實咧佢有嚿啱麻攞嘅。上面有咩咧？嗰條上面有子彈，即係下面。哇！兩支機關槍喺度，停咗佢先。哎呀，快急得滯！咁又見到有個叫 body armor 嘅，咁啊令到你中嗰啲子彈嘅傷害就冇咁痛嘅。咁啊喺黑毛啊、normal 啊嘅情況之下咧，呢件衫係幾好用。成日俾啲蒸氣焫到，咁啊要去嗰度門度落去。呢度前面好似有攝錄機嘅，小心啲。有啲會自動開機關槍嘅攝錄機。咁啊，等中間嗰個台上嚟，同埋睇下有冇地雷啊！呢度附近咧有好多地雷。好，睇下有冇啲嘢執，執得就執啦，冇嘢執就落去。同隱形嗰件事一樣，正常應該死㗎啦，阿 Stick。我呢啲全部暈1秒嘅。 多咗，好似玩多咗血，應該可以再利落，可以再利落啲。嗱，停喺呢度，呢度真係小心啲呢度，望好晒啲地方，唔好中地雷，唔好中機關槍，好煩㗎呢度。嗰陣時都算係，其實呢個位嗰陣時嚟講啦，我覺得成個劇情有少少拖啊，即係落完又落，落完又落咁樣啦。我呢度見啊，你等等啊，好繼續。幾煩呢個。下邊有地雷，而家小心啲。呢度好抌時間呢度，慢慢等部 lift 慢慢咁落去啦。中途麥當啦 ，Mila 就想指Naomi係間諜啊嘛。
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah?
And then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
But
you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja? Too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
好，嚟到呢度咧，有刀烏鴉咧，同埋個洞牆咧，就係打阿 Raven 啊，個薩滿啊，即係頭先打車死唔去嗰個大佬啊，咁我哋呢度要再打多次。要執齊嘢先入去呢度大戰啊
！Mei Ling, how's Naomi?
She's fine, I guess. What's up?
Oh.
What do you want, Snake? If you want to talk to Naomi, why don't you call her?
Oh, it's nothing. Forget about it.
Strange guy. Good luck, Snake.
Well, Cossack, this is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck-tuck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious, it's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
呢個就好似炸彈人咁玩啦。咁啊，預計個 boss 喺邊度出嚟？我俾佢射中。咁啊喺鐵箱上面嗰啲威上咧，係要引個 boss 射爛嗰啲箱咧先可以執到嘅，所以執唔到都唔可以強求。咁呢一關嚟最有用咧係地雷嘅 C4 啊呢啲最用嘅，其次就係炸彈。咁亦都可以用Liquid嘅，Liquid就背脊追入去咯，因為佢會射啲機關槍咧，佢會攔截啲子彈嘅，所以我都覺得手榴彈係最好玩。哇！好搞笑啊！咩都Gear2就係啲 figure， 呢個 boss 都幾正。講出個地彈，哇兩嘢，搞錯，用晒啲嗰啲相啊！啊，佢呢啲位又唔望漏。幾多個你？幾多個你？有啲人咧玩得好咧，做襟號嘅，兩個炸彈，然之後再呢度係包唔到過去。mission 好明顯就係俾你用嗰啲好難中，同埋你射咗出去咧，人哋走埋嚟你睇唔到咧，因為你喺度控緊嗰粒子彈。所以你個真身有機會俾人打中，所 所以一直我都唔明。中啊！哇！呢個係命好似要報啲地嚟啊！哇！爽啊！我嗰啲信仲咪肯跌落嚟。我都喺度打啊！差，我走得好快，衝住咁走。哇！咁耐先爆，都係 set 地嚟穩陣啊！過嚟啊！呢度兩邊 set 晒，平安經打法，入唔到嚟啦啩？搞掂，幾好玩啊！呢個大佬。
Just as the boss said,
薩滿都要死啦，大佬！薩滿唔使死啊！食
which
咁
is
多
no
炸彈地
longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you. Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
What is it?
That was not the DARPA chief. It was the Octopus, a member of Fox. He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to defeat the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death? But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake. Natural world. There's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My
哇！呢
spirit will
啲
be
詛咒嘅説話嚟喎，呢啲。咁快食完，哇！好勁喎呢邊，咁快可以食完，呢個巨大龐大身形嘅
it's
男人。
me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
呢度又係咁，
Colonel, is
又係
Naomi
咁查
there?
Naomi 嘅
No,
嘢。
she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
咁啊，呢度已經講咗啦 ，Double 佢嘅死嗰個係嗰個替身嚟噶嘛，即係扮佢嗰個嚟。真正嘅 Double 係俾阿 Ursula 電鳩死咗，即係玩得過分得滯，好似電我咁樣電阿 Double， 咁梗係死啦。咁其實 Ursula 咧講埋啦 ，Ursula 其實即係佢基本上都唔想阿 Liquid 知道咗密碼嘅。咁其實而家咧，即係我都唔介意透埋劇啦。其實咧，我真正嘅目的咧，我係要揾齊晒3張卡嘅黃色、藍色、紅色卡。咁啊，透過加熱同埋呢個冷卻咧，就令到阿咩都就令到阿蛇叔咧就有晒3條鎖匙。咁基本上咧，懟入去之後咧，其實就唔係話停咗部 Metal Gear 嘅，其實係開部 Metal Gear 嘅。其實個3條匙嘅真正目的咧係開 Metal Gear， 但係而家咧就冇人，當然啦，蛇叔唔知啊。咁啊，以為阿 Liquid 本身已經有辦法可以開 Metal Gear， 我哋係負責刪咗佢。
Don't say it, Snake.
但係其實唔係咯，其實阿 Liquid 就根本冇辦法開，沙貓都冇透露任何嘢，根本佢哋係要我借我哋隻手去開 Metal Gear，成件事就係咁啦。 哇！呢度幾多支機關槍啊！哇，好多機關槍。呢度就係 Metal Gear 嗰個 Res 霸王啊，第二代就 Ray 啊嘛，今就做 Res。
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody
都有
patrolling.
嘅，有一個
It's
兵
too
喎。
quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
真正目
What should
的
I
咧，
do?
All we can do is use the override
點解
system that
個機
President
地冇
Baker
人
told you
咧？
about.
係
But
為
I've
咗
only
方
got
便
one
阿
of the
Stick
three
可以
keys, and besides
將個
that,
三
like
張卡
Ocelot
懟晒
said,
落
there's
去。
some trick to using the
但其實你
keys.
知道冇用
Leave it to
嘅，
me.
你知道
You
劇
got
情
some
都冇
kind
用
of
嘅。
plan.
個劇情係
I'm
要
in
你
the
將個三
computer
張
room
卡
right now. I'm trying to
俾翻
access
曬。
Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course,
但
but
我開唔
there
到
are
嘅好多嘢
ways.
都，
Are you a
啲
hacker?
file 完全開
Yep,
唔到。
that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
咁啊上到去，其實根本上阿三貓啊 Liquid 就係見到阿 Stick 喺門口，跟住照講嘢，照過料俾阿 Stick 嘅，成件事根本就要阿 Stick 去解鎖，根本就係。
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his third security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get real experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn. The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
講真啦，呢啲兵器真係好恐怖，又隱形，又核彈咁樣，真係超級恐怖。不過其實而家都唔知呢個世界上可能已經研發咗呢啲嘢，大家基本上唔可以攞出嚟用。有冇親個世界末日嘅？即係小島秀夫已經，即係你可以睇下，其實佢嘅軍事嗰個知識都幾高咯，可以知道。如果點，啲核彈可以透過啲乜嘢可以令到國際公約無效，咁可以 scan 唔到，佢都有個構思喺度啊！阿小島。
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? that money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But Boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top-secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
差唔多成隻 game 最煩嘅地方咧，就係要翻去雪張卡，雪 Q 完之後咧，仲要去熔岩室嗰度咧，就練翻張卡。不過中途有得即係有得交代啊 Naomi 嗰啲事情都好嘅。如果冇啊，真係嗰個位置啊，真係都幾攞命。其實可以再行翻出去雪地都仲得。不過費事又要經過嗰個熔岩，又要行多次咧，我費鬼事。我直情喺一日熔岩嗰度等，將張卡結翻就算數。呢一度咧，如果你有個地雷咧，地雷偵測咧，你可以知道嗰個卡機跌咗喺邊個位。有陣時會俾老鼠食咗。我諗今次應該係俾老鼠食咗，因為張卡會喐。見到張卡紅色點嗰個位，咁個老鼠會喺啲渠度出嚟嘅。睇下佢喺邊個渠？呢個位見到啦，呢隻係呢隻啦。咁細隻老鼠食我張卡。攞完就翻，仲要翻去碌咗黃色嗰下先，即係常溫嗰下，又要上翻去啦。
What was that noise? What was that noise?
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2, freeze the key.
What's up, Snake? Snake, Leo de Rocher said, when anywhere...
要今次要中間嗰個 key 啊，藍色 key 啊，佢即係要跑翻去同阿 Raven 打咯，得嗰度同出邊閘口嗰度係凍嘅啫，同埋唔可以拖太耐啊，拖太耐會變翻常溫，基本上，如果你俾人哋啲士兵捉到。你要，即係你又要避開佢哋咧，咁啊嗰度都試多幾次就可能張卡就玩完。我試過一次熔岩，走到過嚟，俾人發現咗，跟住入到去司令室，張卡變翻常溫，頂佢個掣，又要再跑翻轉頭。 個威信都會見到，所以就建議大家張卡一變藍色就好走啦。呢啲地方咧，凍得耐咗咧，個威信會唔俾你用嘅，要你解凍。咁如果你睇張卡啦，睇張卡要撳出嚟睇嘅，佢變咗藍色咧，你就可以即刻走噶啦，基本上。同個卡機你要撳出嚟睇先會知係變藍色。喺度兜下路先。好，變咗藍色啦，咁啊翻返去啦。
Palcode number 2 confirmed. Awaiting Palcode number 3.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called fox dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently fox dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Naomi 啊，當然唔會咁樣俾佢食死貓啦。咁啊，一定會聯絡阿 Stick 去解釋究竟發生咩事嘅。咁啊，會講一講 Four Star 嘅嘢啦，等你清楚係乜嘢嚟啦。同埋 Four Star 都唔係阿 Naomi 話用嘅，係佢哋嘅計劃，啲人話要用嘅。
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. But...
Fox. No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Dye.
Huh? You weren't?
You were injected with Fox Dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake.
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake.
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
呢度要快啲過啦，唔好俾張卡變翻做亂就得㗎啦，盡量快過。咁喺呢度開始會有人守住嘅，小心。不過唔難過嘅。好，然之後就將手上熱辣辣嗰張卡呢，就擺翻上去頭先司令室嗰個位度。咁然之後就可以同 Metal Gear 打翻場噶啦，就到最精彩嗰 part 啦。好啦，上去啦，開 Metal Gear 啦。
Snake, Naomi's under arrest.
What the hell is happening over there? What's the Colonel thinking?
Campbell is... I'm sorry, I can't say anymore. But please believe me, I'm here to help you until the end. Please, Snake, don't give up.
code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him
咁啊，呢一
during
度
the
就講翻
interrogation.
晒
In other
開
words,
晒估
we
啦，之
weren't
前
able
已
to
經
launch the nuclear device,
咁
and
啊，
we
佢
were
會
all
再
getting a
即係
little
會重
worried.
新
Without the
講
threat
過
of
晒
a
成個
nuclear
plan 咁
strike,
樣。
our demands would never be met.
其實佢都係覺得自己嗰啲基因唔
Without
好
the
啊，
detonation codes,
想
we
用佢
had
老
to
豆條
find
屍嚟洗
some other way.
嚟
That's
洗
when
Force
we
Time 病毒
decided you
同埋洗基因
might
啊。
prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole? What the?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my code with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid, how the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
咁啊，戴翻個面具，防假格先，然之後就揾阿康幫我開門。咁啊，開完門出到去咧就係 last fight 噶啦。咁啊，連續打幾個 boss， 咁我就覺得出到去完個 chapter 咧
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an
係啊，打
ordinary
唔爛啊，
weapon.
等你
Can't
hack
you
咗
open the
佢。
security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
咁啊，過一陣佢會打嚟嘅。
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
好，咁啊，出到去就打 Metal Gear 啦，打 Liquid 啦，同埋最後一段追車戰嘅。咁就嗰段就錄喺下個 chapter 啦，因為個 ending 都比較耐。好啦，咁啊今日就嚟到呢一度完咗先。咁啊 save 翻個靚 save。咁啊就係咁啦，咁啊下集見啦。
Win, Snake.